what's gonna work. Okay, so just keep working on it. All right.
Mr. Ron.
Yes, quickly.
So you went in there and you said,
That's very cool. Oh, that's very cool.
Inside of it for 3D
Now,
diamonds.
did you do that from cylinder, cone? Okay, that's very cool. All right. Oh, okay. Just come back. It'll take, touch it. It will take forever for that thing to spin out and load up. So right now, let's just go to do
I can redo it.
you can redo it, or it'll be there. I mean, you can redo it, but for right now, try it. Just pulling it over good. All right, guys, as we go here, I'm gonna dim the lights a little, maybe. Give a little better view up here. Now, as we've talked about before, you're doing all the design work now, all of the work that you've done the last 2 days on taking, and for Miss Stephanie's benefit, for Miss Stephanie's benefit, let's kind of go through what we did. We started with the idea of a scenario, right? Remember that? The scenario was that a group of colonists had left Earth, they had ventured to a new planet, they had arrived at the new planet, and what happened? What happened when they got there?
They didn't know how to do stuff.
They had all kinds of problems, didn't they? Ran into issues, shortages, feeling bad about the environment, couldn't get things to work, things were broke. And our job was to listen to their problems. What was the first thing we did? How did we listen? We listened remember that word? Empathetically, to really understand the deeper why of their issues. Then what did we do? What was the next step? We empathized, then we defined. Remember, we put all our ideas up on the big sheets, all 20 of those ideas, and then we shrunk them down to 10, and then we shrunk them down to 3 best is what you're working on right now. So we defined, and then what was next after defining? Yeah, look real quick. What was after defining? The word that we used. We ideated, that's right. We defined a problem and we started ideating all the solutions. And then you prototype. Remember the various versions of all the stuff that you've done here? Those are all of your visual prototypes. And now we're taking those prototypes and we're putting them into the CAD, computer aided design software. With the idea that we could take any of these designs and take them and make them come to 3 dimensions and hold them in your hand within the 3D printer. And so what I want to do for you is I want to demonstrate that process, how that works. Because there's a little intermediate step that we have to go through, okay? We take it from the CAD software, Tinkercad, and then we put it into software that actually creates all of those layers. Remember we talked about how the 3D printer worked?
Yeah.
About how it makes layer after layer after layer? Well, the 3D printer has to have the instruction set to be able to say, okay, start here, put material down here, stop here, turn, go this way, stop, go this way. It needs every one of those instructions because you know, like I know, you know, that computers are really pretty stupid, aren't they?
Yep.
yes.
They only do what you tell them. They haven't been able to think for themselves yet. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you a demonstration how we can take something very quickly, design it in Tinkercad, save that design, import that into our 3D printing software, and then actually create it as you watch, as Stephanie watches, okay? Because this is all for Miss Stephanie. We want to give her a good, really good, firm understanding of this so that she'll want to come and participate on our next class, right? That you guys teach. All right?
How do you cut holes again?
How do I do what?
How do you cut holes again? The hole cutters.
You select your image, bring it in, right?
Yeah.
You go up to that little dialog box in the top next to color,
Yeah.
and you hit hole. See where it says hole, a little kind of line thing? Okay, then you have to go back and group those objects.
Oh.
And then if you wait just a second, then your hole will show up. All right? So now we're gonna watch kind of how this works. Once again, I'm going to log on to Tinkercad. I'll get my bad self in here. Okay? Yes, ma'am. See here in the corner.
How do you get rid of it?
Edit. Go up to the title bar, hit edit. and then delete. You got to select the item first. So you select the item you want to get rid of, you know, click it. You're very welcome. All right.
I want to go. Am I in there? Is that a video?
That's what we're doing.
So see what you can find.
Okay. Can you guys see well enough up here? Do I need to move one of the printers down? You got it? You think? One of the printers, okay. I'm going to use the Ultimaker so I can set the MakerBot down here, I think, a little bit. That'll help slightly. All right. And the name of my design is? Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts, actually. All right, we're going to make a very simple design. All right, so you guys keep your eye on me up here. Box in here, right? Going to take a pyramid, and we're going to do like we did before. We're going to put the pyramid right there. That's about right. Yeah, like that. I'm going to make that a hole. What do I do now? What do I do now? Group. And now it creates the hole, right? And just to make sure you know this is not something I've cooked up before or had here, somebody pick a number. Pick a number. And I'm going to put number 5 right over here. Too big. I'm going to put number 5 right about in there, and that look about right. Let's spin him around here. Oh, 5's all messed up, isn't it? I have to expand him out a little bit. There's number 5. That look better?
Yeah.
Make it a little bigger. Okay, number 5. Okay, I'm in on that. Even though he's backwards, that's okay, isn't it? He's flipped over, right? Y'all, please tell me y'all recognize it. 5 is backwards. All right, so that'll make it unique. We'll know now that this is the real deal, right? Okay, so this is my design, and it's terrific to mellow go-go, right? All right, and there's a bigger view of it, so we know what it looks like. I'm now going to save that file, right? Shake your heads, right? I'm going to save that file. I'm going to make sure I don't, not save that. Design, save. That file is now saved. But now I want to do something different. I've saved the file, and remember where that file goes. Remember? It goes to my cloud account for Tinkercad. It'll always be there. Anywhere I go, anything I want to do, any internet connection I get, that file is going to be there for me. But this time I want to do something different. I want to download for 3D printing. All right, now, guys, you remember when I told you I had 2 things special to share with you?
Yeah.
All right, here's one of them. Guys, you're going to pay attention to me. I want to see all the boys, because I know this is going to be something you're going to really like, and the girls will too, but kind of for the boys specifically. Ready? How many of you play Minecraft? Oh my God. Everybody plays Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now, look what's right below here. Not only download for 3D printing, but which means that, yes, exactly, exactly means that anything I design that I want in Tinkercad, I can download and bring into Minecraft and use it. So any tools, dare I say, tools, buildings, people, whatever, doesn't matter. Any of those things that I design, I can download them and bring them right into Minecraft. Yes, ma'am. You can use the little box, the little circle up the top that has the arrows. That'll change it, or you. I don't know if I understand what over is.
Be more specific, Brianna.
Oh, I know how. You simply have to scroll down here again. See? Like that. Okay.
How amazing is this? All you'd have to do was to have your
That's it.
laptop, have some internet, and a 3D printer, and you could, create anything that you wanted. You could create a whole house from 3D printing
Control
objects.
F, 3D printing. So here's my thing, and now I'm going to download that for 3D printing. Okay? Notice I just tapped it. Now this is important instructions. This is going to serve you for the rest of your life here. These are important. Every time I save something for 3D printing with the commercial 3D printers that we have here, okay, I always want to save it as a .stl file. Okay, Stephanie, you got the .stl. Okay. Save it as a .stl file.
Think St. Louis when you think save.
Exactly. And do I want to open or save terrific tumelo.go.stl, and I want to save it. Where does it save that to? What file does it save it to? No? In this case, that file is no longer on the cloud. Remember, because I asked it to download. And my bet is it's going to be in my download folder. Let's go look, okay? Wow. There it is, right? Along with all the other 300 files that go through. That's it, isn't it? All right, now, I've got it there, and I see that it's there, right? Okay, now, that design I made is complete. That is now the digital file of that design. I can email that file. I can put that file on a flash drive. I can do anything I want with that. And I could bring that file back into Tinkercad and reconstitute it, make it come back. Or, as it's been downloaded for 3D printing now I can go print that, which is exactly what we're going to do. In the background here, I've got my 3D printing software already activated. Now, design, which is Tinkercad, okay, and printing are separate. You have to design first, then upload, if you will, that file into this software, which now creates all the commands that the 3D printer needs to know to be able to actually build what you've asked it to do. So let's go get that file that I just made. And what was it called again? Do you remember? Yeah, I know. Huh? Something, wasn't it?
I just remember it said go-go.
Yeah, go-go's the last deal, right? Yeah, and where was it at? Was it in my downloads?
Yeah.
All right, it was in downloads.
It's terrific
Wow. Well, there's Glorious Snagnik go-go, but that's not it, right?
I see.
Where is it? Come show me.
Go-go.
Where is it?
Right there.
Terrific, Tumelo, go-go.
Go-go.
The way we'll check that is we simply select that and tell it to open, and voila. Right? Now that's what we made, wasn't it? A cube with a hole with the, surely the number 5 backwards on top. That's it. Okay, so I want you to understand, what I just had on the screen in Tinkercad 90 seconds ago, I now have here in this software ready to print. Now there are a lot of settings over here, and we can really, if you want to, get off in the weeds about how fast the printer runs, how much material it uses, the fill rate, all those kinds of things. We're not going to worry about that right now, okay? Just trust me that I think I've got everything set up to where it will actually work. Let me double check that. Yeah, I think it will. And we're gonna eliminate
Now,
this.
Mr. Ron, is up at top there where it says 28 minutes and it says 59 meters and 5 grams. Is that what it's going to use?
That is
5 minutes
exactly what
take?
it's going to use. In this case, to make this build, what it is calculated, now it's going to use a little less because I removed the brim, which is sort of the platform. It's going to take 28 minutes. Actually, it'll take just a little less than that because I'm going to goose the printer speed up just a little bit, okay? But it's going to take 28 minutes. It's going to use